Keep on trucking in the free world.
Hey, this is really, really great. I have to share this with you. If you are living under a rock or you're not paying attention to what's going on in Canada because you don't live in Canada, but you know about our disaster, Justin Trudeau, and how every day there's another scandal or something happens. So he has been down, way down, like the lowest I've ever seen in my lifetime. He is so far down in the polls right now. There's a possibility when the election comes that the Liberal Party might even be third place. It won't even be opposition. He's done. Justin's done. At this point, I don't think there's any chance of recovery for the Liberal Party. But you'd think that he would try to get support and he would try to do the right thing, and but no, he keeps hammering down on all his terrible policies. For example, the majority of the country is against the carbon tax. So what does Justin Trudeau do when he's down in the polls? He raises the carbon tax, along with a whole bunch of other horrible, awful, just unbelievably bad legislation like the Bill C-63, censorship bill, etc., etc. So we can go on and on and on. And then he just keeps basically shooting himself in the foot. Remember the small fringe minority comment, which backfired on him, and all it did was garner even more support for the Freedom Convoy and got people, even more motivated to do something about this corrupt government. Take a look at what happened in Parliament just a few days ago with Pierre, Poilievre, the official leader of the opposition, the Conservative Party. He will be our next Prime Minister, but this just happened. It's the first time that it's happened in Parliament's history.
When will we put an end to this wacko policy by this wacko Prime Minister?
No. That is not there are a couple of things which are going on here today which is not acceptable. And I ask all members, please, to keep themselves, to control themselves. I'm going to ask two things. One, I'm going to ask the Honourable Leader of the Opposition to withdraw that term, which is not considered parliamentary.
Mr. Speaker, I replace wacko with extremist. He is an
The Honourable Member to please. I'm going to ask the Leader of the Opposition once again to just withdraw that comment, please. And I'll invite the Honourable Member. I'm going to ask the Honourable Leader of the Opposition to please withdraw that comment and simply withdraw that comment.
I'll replace it with radical fascist policy.
I am not asking to replace. I'm asking the Honourable Member to just simply withdraw.
Mr. Speaker, I replace the word wacko with extremist.
One last time. To please withdraw that comment and simply withdraw that comment.
I simply withdraw and replace with the aforementioned adjective.
Mr. Poilievre, I have to name you for disregarding the authority of the chair. Pursuant to the authority granted to me by Standing Order 11, I order you to withdraw from the House and from any participation by video conference for the remainder of this day's sitting.
Yeah, so the Leader of the Opposition was removed, and there is actually a list of words that are not parliamentary that you can't use in the House of Commons. Guess what? Wacko is not on that list. So, the House Speaker there was wrong to remove him, and even the former leader of the left-wing NDP says that the Speaker should step down. Take a look at this.
I've never seen anything like this, Vashi. Never in my career have I seen such, in my view, blatant partisanship from a speaker. I mean, if you were to do a scale of 1 to 10 of bad words, Wacko comes in at about 2.5, somewhere close to spineless. And somehow Greg Fergus got it in his head that he could boot out Pierre Poilievre. Fergus should do the right thing and simply step down. He cannot, with any credibility, based on my many years' experience in both provincial legislature and in the House of Commons, he cannot continue to do that job credibly himself. He made a huge mistake. When Poilievre said, I simply withdraw, he should have ended it there. Instead, he went after the leader of the opposition. Unbelievable. Yeah. I've never seen anything like it.
You know, I mean, it's almost a comedy at this point. Trudeau and the Liberal Party are absolutely being destroyed in the polls coast to coast to coast. Even in liberal cities like Toronto and Vancouver, the Conservatives are ahead. And somehow the Liberals just keep managing on making it even worse for themselves. I don't understand. Everything they say and they do is backfired. They actually went and called the majority of the country a bunch of white supremacists, MAGA-type racists. That's what Justin Trudeau and the Liberal Party were accusing all the people protesting against the carbon tax over the last couple of weeks of being. Meanwhile, it's the majority of Canadians. The absolute majority of the population wants this tax gone, axe the tax. So Trudeau is basically trying to paint all of us, the majority of Canada, trying to paint the majority of the population as being, again, another fringe minority of so-called racists, not because they disagree with his bad policy. So if you disagree with anything he says, you are now a racist, and you belong to the far right, U.S. political system or something like that. He's been doing this for years. He is so divisive. I don't think there's ever been a prime minister in the history of the country that has caused so much division as Justin Trudeau. Like, not even close. And then, of course, he goes online and accuses everyone else, like the Conservatives, of being the ones who are being the ones that are causing division. It's like everything he accuses everyone else of being, he actually is and does those things. So it's deflection going on. That's basic psychology here. Of course, it is now taken, again, it's backfiring. It's taken over the internet by storm. The memes are now everywhere, and it's just every time I log onto any social media network, it's all Trudeau Wacko memes now. And of course, people are selling t-shirts, and I'm sure Pierre Poilievre will probably be selling the shirts right off the official, off his official site, as he's done in the past anytime something like this happens, which is great marketing, if you ask me. And the good news here, though, I mean, it's almost funny at this point, like I said, but the good news here is he's done. He's done. There is no coming back for Trudeau at this point. A lot of people think he's going to step down before the election because he can't bruise his ego and allow Pierre to actually win against him in an election. I don't know. We'll see. I don't care either way. We just have to get rid of the Liberals.